It's torturing time for that one kaiju.
Oh, Gomorrah?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Poor Gomorrah.
I low-key felt bad for it, man. It's like, it got 2v1.
Believe it or not, I've seen worse fatalities of kaiju in the show Ultraman series.
Yeah, like Jiris. Poor Jiris. We'll never forget you.
Yeah, or an infamous example, Marucci versus Dorogoras from Ultraman Ace.
Yep. Yeah, Ultraman Ace, a season we will cover someday. Not immediately, but someday. But yes, because right now we are covering the original 1966 Ultraman episodes 25 through 28. And yes, we finally meet evil zebra monkey thing that I've seen in a couple of episodes of future seasons of Ultraman.
Oh, yeah. Dada, a.k.a. Michael Jackson before Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And yes, I'm wearing my AC/DC power-up shirt because, as some of you may or may not know, I was at an AC/DC concert last week. Last one ever in LA, so yeah. Oh man, can you believe it? No more AC/DC concerts. How crazy is that?
Wow.
At least not in LA. Like yeah, there's still a few more shows left in North America. And I think the last show is going to be in Edinburgh in August, probably. But yeah, Power Up is the final tour of AC/DC ever, and they're only doing one show here in LA County, and it's in Pasadena this past Friday, which thankfully I did go watch. So,
Alrighty.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was great. Opening for them was the Pretty Reckless. I'm like, is that little Cindy Lou Who from Whoville from the 2000 Grinch movie in a metal band? Lead singer wearing that outfit? Yeah, no, it was no, they killed it. They killed it. Pretty Reckless, y'all killed it. AC/DC, y'all killed it. The taco truck on Magnolia and Cahuenga Boulevard, you killed it. You weren't involved in the rock show in any way whatsoever, but your tacos were amazing.
That's always good.
Yeah. Yeah, and shout out to Eiji Tsuburaya for being my +1. You're awesome. Can't wait to see you again. Thank you for being part of that experience. If you're ever in Tarzana, California, definitely go to one of her shows. Yes, we're here to talk about episode 25, which features not one, not two, but 3 kaiju.
A 3-way kaiju battle.
Yeah, and yeah, it was like I was like really confused for a minute over like who to root for, but at the end of the day, you kind of learn that in a kaiju battle, no one wins
except Godzilla.
Yeah, especially
not Jiris though.
Yeah, we will miss you, Jiris. So remember, in a kaiju battle, nobody wins. Yeah, it's like kaiju should be fighting, not like this. Brother, my brother, tell me why we really fight. No, no, it's really sad because it's like you just want the kaiju to just get along, live peaceful lives up in the Japanese Alps, despite the bizarre radiation involving some kind of meteor or something.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and yes, even Ida has like a moment where like he collapses because of course it's Ida.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so we have to go investigate these comets, and I don't know what Fuji's up to, but this tea tastes very disgusting.
Because she puts in salt by accident instead of sugar.
I don't know how one messes something like that up. I imagine they're trying to do too many things at once. Theo! Remember,
Wait,
Fuji, you
wait,
gotta spend...
Zeo as in Power Rangers Zeo or Kamen Rider Geo?
No, Theo.
Oh, Theo. I thought you said Zeo.
No, Theo. Theo, because he put salt on everyone's pizza.
Yeah, in Jungle Fury.
Yeah, because he is doing too many things at once, and when you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Like, it's like you're asking yourself, but like, I'm a superhero. Yes, you are a superhero. No one's asking you to change who you are inside. Your abilities and work ethics are not in question. Just have to learn to be present and in the moment. Listen, life is a series of obstacles. It's not a question of if we can manage them, but how. And you're probably thinking, but sometimes obstacles can come all at once. Yes, sometimes they come all at once, but we can't conquer them all at once. Probably wondering how. You relax, you release, you find your center. Only then you will be successful. Yeah. Now I want you to like take these fans and start dancing in the lake. Yeah. See, I just did a master swoop right there.
Yep.
Fuji needs master swoop in her life. Everyone needs master swoop in their life. And in case if you feel like you haven't had enough master swoop, good news for you. I interviewed Oliver Driver back in Power Morphicon. You can watch my interview with him. Shameless plug, but it's there. It's maybe the third of my interviews that was uploaded. But good news, there is a new interview that's been uploaded just this morning. So definitely come by, check it out. You know, shameless plug. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, and also there's a kid in a spacesuit. He's being practical, very proactive. Hey, if the meteor causes a shockwave that'll knock us out of orbit, I'm gonna be prepared for when I'm in the exosphere. And I'm like, well, you're definitely more prepared than Katy Perry. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's like, why are you not wearing a pressurized helmet when you're leaving? But yeah, so they go out into the Japanese Alps in order to investigate the radiation because they think that the meteor is heading towards it or something like that. And yes, there's a bunch of people out and about at night. And it's like, why are y'all like, you know, why are you the only ones out and about? Like, where's everyone else? Are they asleep? Did they already evacuate? What's going on? There's like, what, like 12 people out at night?
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm so confused. Yeah, but they're dancing because the meteor went past them. But it's not gone because we have the because we have to go to the Japanese Alps. And yes, Ide is so excited he wants to make snow angels. And yes, he prepared a hydrogen bomb detector. Gee, if only the Australian Coast Guard had that in season 3 of Sea Patrol. See, that's another Jungle Fury reference because Nikolai was in season 3 of Sea Patrol.
I see.
Yes, and yes, we encountered the first of these 3 kaiju, which is a giant snow monkey.
Big abominable snowman thing.
Yes, which I'm pretty sure we saw in Blazar in that that kaiju insurance episode.
Maybe. I've only seen Blazar once, but I have the Blu-ray, so I'll have to watch it again.
Yeah, because I remember there was like 2 kaiju in that episode, but I don't remember which 2 kaiju they were. I do remember one of them was a snow monkey, so I'm pretty sure that this is one of them. It'd be crazy if the other kaiju was the exact same kaiju from this episode. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the same snow monkey kaiju, but its opponent from Blazar, well, let's just say we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, so they go further to investigate these 2 kaiju, and yeah, it's like it looks like a reptilian kaiju, but with insect wings.
Yeah, that thing shows up.
Yeah, that thing shows up. I swear, it looks like something I've seen in Godzilla, King of All Monsters Melee for the PlayStation. Yeah, because I remember there was one with like scythe hands.
Yeah, Gigan?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so the 2 kaiju are wailing at each other, and it's like, what? Kaiju shouldn't be fighting each other. Not like this. Brother, my brother, tell me why we really fight. But yeah, thankfully, because the 2 kaiju fighting each other, they're able to like use that as a diversion to sneak past them. But then we find out that the source of radiation is, well, hidden inside a mountain. A recurring trope in this batch of episodes. And inside is none other than Red King. See, I remembered.
Yep.
It's Red King.
One of the most iconic kaiju of the original Ultraman.
Yeah, and yeah, Red King was the other kaiju in that episode of Blazar.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we didn't refer to it as Red King in Blazar, so of course I wouldn't remember that it's called Red King because it's white.
I thought it was green.
Looks white to me. I'm okay. Well, in this episode, he looks greenish, but in the other seasons, he looked way whiter. Either way, he's Tommy colored instead of Tommy colored.
Oh yeah, because Tommy has been green, white, and red twice.
Yes, and then black
Yep.
King.
Yes.
Part of me wonders, like, what would have been if, like, Justin became the Red Ranger and Tommy became the Blue Ranger? That'd be crazy, man. But then we would have more Tommy colors.
Yeah. Well, he can basically make his own team anyway, so...
Yeah, it just feels weird that you got 2 reds.
Nah, not to me, but...
Yeah, I like it when it's just one of each color. Even in Psycho Battle, you got like 3 reds in one team. That's weird. That's weird. And no blue. We have a pink, but then the 5th member's orange.
Yes. Basically shades of red.
Yeah. Yeah, just one is slightly bluish and the other slightly greenish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so the 3rd kaiju shows up and he's like, oh yeah, it's about to go down. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, what's going on? What's going on here? It looks like Red King is gonna like knocks over the giant monkey kaiju, and then while the monkey kaiju slips away, like freaking Red King goes after the insect kaiju, and then it's like, no, you're not flying anywhere, and then he just rips the guy's wings off. It's like,
it's torture time for this guy.
Exactly.
There's a lot of torture in this batch of episodes.
Yeah. Like, I feel bad for this thing, man. It's like, gonna be fighting? Not like this.
Well, unfortunately, Ultraman Cosmos doesn't happen until 2001. So,
and then the monkey attacks back in and starts fighting the insect kaiju. And while like Red Kid is like, yeah, I'm gonna eat some popcorn and watch these two brutalize each other. And then he tags back in and fights the insect kaiju again. I'm like, what beef do the two of you have with this guy?
it's picking on the little guy.
Yeah. It's like even the monkey's just like clapping while like Red King has like the insect dude pinned down with the tail like it's freaking Goku versus Raditz, and then the two of them like try to like double lariat this thing, but like it like thankfully ducks under, so like they end up lariating each other, and it's like, what is even going on in this episode? Wasn't there supposed to be something about a freaking meteor or something?
Not anymore.
Yeah. So now it's like a 3-way kaiju battle, and it looks like the insect dude is like dead by that point. So it's just monkey. So it's literally episode 22 of Blazar all over again, except there's no like houses being destroyed. So thankfully, no one's kaiju insurance premiums are going to go up.
No.
And then the monkey goes to hide. So Ultraman takes on Red King while the SSSP takes on Giant Monkey, and using their freaking spider guns, they basically like turn the monkey into clay.
Mm-hmm. Didn't need Ultraman for that.
Yeah, but then Ultraman basically does the same thing with Red King.
Oh yeah, he fights against Red King, uses the saw disc, and splits him into 3.
Yeah. By the way, I saw an Ultraman action figure today at Target. And yes, he has the saw attack and the Spacian beam.
Nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the one of the other two figures is the Netflix Ultraman. I'm like, why does it have to be the Netflix Ultraman? Why can't it be, I don't know, Blazar, X, Tiga? Yeah.
Well, come to G-Fest and maybe you'll find them.
Nexus, Mabius, freaking Victory, Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, so being the communications officer of the group, Fuji manages to calculate that the meteor will be back on July 2nd, 2026. Mark your calendar.
3026.
What? Okay. Oh yeah, 3026. Never mind. See, I misread that. I thought it was 2026. So I'm like, that means next year's Ultraman would have to address that in their first episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be weird because the second would be on Thursday, but it still would have been funny though.
Yeah.
It's like imagine this, like if it actually does show up in 2026, it's like oh, first episode, it's like, hey, a giant red meteor showing up in the first episode. What is this? Wait a minute, I think someone mentioned this about 30 years ago. And then, well, they're not going to bring Tachibana back because unfortunately the actor passed away. But if he were still alive, imagine he comes back. It's like wait. Fuji's actress could come back.
Yeah,
she's still alive.
She came to G-Fest one year.
And Japan World Heroes twice.
Nice.
Just like Ultraman. But yeah, so it's crazy. It's like, yeah, no, things are coming together. We have a setup for the plot for the season after Omega. Heck, you can even say, oh no, heck, all you have to do is make one quick addendum because of the mistake I made. Just say, oh no, the meteor came 1,000 years too soon.
They could.
To the date.
They could do that.
Yeah. And somehow that meteor will be involved. You know what's really weird is the pattern I noticed is that a lot of seasons of Ultraman start off with just like Ultraman showing up because of one monster that he defeats in the first episode. Then he just sticks around, and that monster in the first episode has nothing to do with the plot for the rest of the season.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's like, well, I may as well kick it. And then conveniently, a bunch of other kaiju show up. And then conveniently, some monster happens to be the big bad at the end of the season. It's like, well, it sure is a good thing you stuck around instead of going back home after literally finishing the business that brought you here in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, so we have our very first two-parter.
Yep. And a pupper lup.
And it's probably the only and as far as I can tell, it's probably the only two-parter in the entire season.
I think so, if memory serves me correctly.
Yeah.
And it features another one of the most iconic kaiju in the Ultraman series, Gomora.
Gomora. See, I actually know this one because we actually covered Ultraman X.
Yeah, and Gomora was featured predominantly in that season.
Yeah, especially when it becomes Cyber Gomora.
Oh yes, and he fights against Mecha Gomora.
And Exceed Gomora.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still don't understand what that Exceed Thunder thing even is. It feels like they didn't really explain it very well.
Oh yeah, the Dark Thunder energy.
Yeah. 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 The Dark Thunder energy.
Yeah. Okay, so now we need to have Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla versus Riseros.
Versus Dragon Caesar.
Yes.
It's torture time for Dragon Caesar. Just like split him along the legs.
Yeah, like you do with the toy.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. Oh, and also you do the same, more or less the same thing with the blue Ross. The Panther one.
Genseiju Ranga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like when you, or in what's it called? Or Caesar X, the what's it called? The beetle one splits in half to become legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's more of a, I mean, the same thing happens to Super Zeo 4 Zord, so you know, yeah, that joke kind of like wears out when you say too much. It's like saying the phrase Nazi vampire too many times.
Yeah.
It sounds silly after a certain amount of time. But yeah, so we have a fanboy.
Yes, the Monster Highness.
Yes. The Monster Highness, the Monster Highness. I am the Prince of all Kaiju. You will bow before me. Yeah, he makes a drawing of like his dream kaiju, which is Gomora. And even the teacher's like talking smack about him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to me how we're more than halfway through the show and the kids are like, monsters don't exist. It's like, are you by chance related to that one lady from Lightspeed Rescue?
Exactly.
Yeah, who says there's no such thing as monsters? Then how do you explain the SSSP and all these kaiju attacking? And in part two, I know we're jumping ahead of it.
I already made this rant like a week or two ago when we were doing Kamen Rider, but I will make that same rant again. That's even if you're nowhere near Angel Grove, freaking, you know that demons exist. Like freaking in the same episode. In the same bloody episode, like you have the Rangers in their civilian outfits, like riding around in that yellow Jeep or whatever. And guess what? The little girl's like, Mommy, look, it's the Power Rangers. People know their true identities. It's not even like, oh, in the first episode, they morph right in front of everyone, but only the people that were physically there that one time when the other ones that knew their identities, like Spider-Man 2. No. Everyone in Mariner Bay knows that the Power Rangers exist. They know the Power Rangers' true identities. They're public figures at this point. They know the giant robots are there. It's like freaking there was an episode with a giant tornado with a space shuttle.
Yeah, and I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, but in part 2 of this episode, we see that the Monster Highness is playing with an Ultraman toy and kaiju toy.
So clearly they exist. People exist. It's not even like a Televicoon thing where it's like, oh, it's a cutout on the back of a magazine.
No.
And again, freaking this show existed 5 years before Kamen Rider did. Not sure how that's relevant, me bringing that up, but it's true. Yeah. So, like, freaking, we got all these plants attacking people, and then like, out of mound, we get another ice monkey. I'm just kidding. It's Gomora. It's like, hey, Gomora, you mind going inside this trading card for me real quick? No. Who dares disturb my slumber? And I'm not even kidding that part, because as soon as he steps out, like, he's like, I'm freaking tired, man. Like, why'd you all wake me up?
Yeah, so basically they use anesthesia shots to make him fall asleep so that they can have him in a public zoo.
Y'all learned nothing from Jurassic Park, a book that wouldn't exist for another 20 years or so, but still. Actually, what year did the book come out?
I'm not sure.
The book came out in 1990. Huh. So the movie came out a year after the. So the movie came out a year after the book did. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like, you don't often wait. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on. The first movie came out in 1993. Never mind. But
yeah,
still,
I was gonna say, wasn't it 93?
Yeah, 3 years. See, I had Jurassic Park confused with Batman Returns for some reason. Because it's like, it's an early 90s movie, but like, it feels a lot more early 90s than it actually was. Not that it's a bad thing, but yeah, it's like, yeah, like freaking, what's it called? The movie came out 3 years after the book. And yeah, sure, the book came out 25 years later. But have you learned nothing from that book? Oh, actually, no, because the Ultraman takes place in the 90s. So you have no excuse.
Yes.
Like, with like Terminator 2, it's like, okay, maybe they had like aggressive civil engineering that they were able to rebuild the Northridge Mall in a year. To account for the earthquake that they didn't know that was going to happen. But still, Ultraman takes place after the book came out, and possibly even the movie. So you don't have an excuse. You read Jurassic Park. You know what happens. You're so
they learned
quick.
Nothing from it.
You are so quick to make it, package it, sell it. You thought you were so focused on whether or not you could, you didn't stop to think of whether or not you should. Poor Gomora. Like, honestly, Gomora's not the villain here. Like, I'm siding with Gomora on this one.
Yeah, he was just trying to sleep, and then he wakes up, and then they're trying to basically put him into a monster zoo.
Yeah, why? And incidentally, the kaiju wakes up while it's still inside the net, being transported by 3 separate air vehicles.
And they drop it from 2,000 meters, and he miraculously survived.
Yeah, so naturally, Ultraman has to take care of business. Oh, and a little kid ends up finding the beta capsule for some reason.
Yeah, that always confused me. It's like, how did Ultraman lose the beta capsule?
They didn't really explain it very well. Oh yeah, and also these kids have Ultraman Matsuri masks. Like at that point, you can't even say that like, oh, there's no such thing as kaiju.
Yeah, because it doesn't add up.
No.
And like I said, in part 2, we see the same kid play with Ultraman and kaiju figures.
Yeah, like just like how in that one Casper movie, that one kid has a bunch of Beetleborg toys. And has a friend named Joe, who's played by the actress who plays Joe in Beetleborgs.
Yep.
That always weirded me out. I'm like, is this in the same universe as Beetleborgs? And you know, this takes place sometime like towards the end of season 1 or start of season 2 because he has action figures of Shadowborg. I definitely remember him having a Shadowborg figure.
Yeah, but it's weird how he loses the beta capsule because, you know, whenever a Kyodai or Henshin hero transforms, it either disappears or becomes part of their suit or their anatomy or something like that. So how does Ultraman lose the beta capsule?
Yeah, like even in Kamen Rider, it's like the belt's still attached to its body.
Yeah, unless it's spies to where those things easily come off.
Yeah, but it's supposed to come off because like it turns into a gun, but you're supposed to type in a code.
No, I mean, I don't mean that. I mean, how many times in Fies, you know, the whole belt, not just the foam, the whole belt comes off easily, and then somebody else puts it on.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called? Or in Kabuto, the Zector is sentient, so like it just leaves on its own.
Yeah.
But you don't see transformed though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But yeah, like this kid, like Ultraman just casually drops the beta capsule. Like I cannot stress it enough. Like he gets tail whipped, and then he just randomly drops the beta capsule right in front of this kid. What, does Ultraman have pockets that we don't know about? This is gonna bother me.
I don't know. Like, and the thing is that it literally never happens again in any other episode
or season.
Yeah. I mean, granted, there's been times to where, like in the Halloween episode of Tiga, the spark lens was stolen, but Daigo got that back.
Yeah, but it's not like it was stolen while he was already transformed.
Exactly. It's weird.
Yeah. And of course the beta capsule color timer thing starts blinking. And of course you have to be reminded whenever the capsule starts blinking, he's running low on time, and if it stops blinking, he won't have enough power to get up. Fight on, Ultraman. It's like, he can't hear you, dude. But then Gomora just like freaking goes underground, and he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna fly away and de-transform off screen. It's like here, I was like low-key expecting the timer to actually stop, and like he disappears, and then Fuji would be like, oh my god, Ultraman disappeared. And then Ide would be like, think you'll name the show after me now?
Ide Man.
Yeah. Ide Man! Ide Man! We're shopping with Fuji. Ide Man!
Yep. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Oh, man. I still can't get over how shameless that Pearl episode looked. Like, towards the end, where she's like...
Pearls are a girl's best friend, I guess.
Not a diamond.
No.
That's a darn shame. And yeah, he flies away without a spark lance. And the kid's like, but Ultraman, you forgot this. And I'm like, what? What if the kid uses the
beta capsule?
Yeah. It's like, will the kid become Ultraman? Obviously not, but still, it's like, it'd be interesting though.
Yeah, because basically now we're going into the second part of the episode. There's a part to where he presses the button on the beta capsule and nothing happens.
Yeah. See, like when Dr. Gourmet used Gourmand, sorry. When Dr. Gourmand used like his beta capsule, it worked.
Yeah, but it summoned Ultraman. He didn't turn into Ultraman.
True. But still, like...
Yeah, well, his beta capsule was different. It wasn't Hayata's beta capsule.
Yeah, but still, it would have been interesting if a little kid becomes Ultraman for a day. You know, kind of like how there was that dream episode of Saban's Masked Rider. Yeah, where Albie turns into Masked Rider. Or that other time when that one kid becomes Shinken Red.
Yeah, in Gokaiger.
Yeah, and then he comes back in Gokaiger 10.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad that they actually tracked that kid down and actually got him to come back. Mm-hmm. Along with Metal Yoshida, because God, I love Metal Yoshida. Yeah. Yeah, Pride Month is in another month, so like just wait your pretty face, Metal. You'll have your time to shine once more, like you do every year in the month of June. Actually, it's kind of interesting because both Oran Pierre Alfonso and Lafayette from True Blood, basically the same character. They're both gay characters played by straight actors.
Yeah, it happens.
Even crazier, they were both married when they filmed their respective shows. Sadly, the actor who played Lafayette did pass away, because I would have loved these two guys to have a crossover. Like, they both had like a sequence where some of the lingua was causing a ruckus in the restaurant, and then they both kicked their asses. It was beautiful. But yeah, so the kid has the beta capsule. Hayato can't find it, so he's basically grounded. And yeah, the mom's like trying to evacuate. It's like, honey, we gotta evacuate. Nah, honey, I'm staying here. But what if the kaiju attacks from under our home? Yeah, and what if he attacks in the direction where we're going?
Yeah.
Both valid points. And the kid's just like standing around wearing them like a mask of like that one kaiju from that TV prank show.
Yeah.
But hey, we got some giant onigiri.
Don't you mean rice balls?
Yeah, that's what they are.
Jelly filled are my favorite.
Yeah. I actually made jelly filled onigiri once. Jelly's my favorite. Yeah, and then the kid makes a good point. What if the kaiju shows up to the smell of the rice? The person's like, oh? Hold on, let me try that again. Bum, 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 bum. Ba bum 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 bum. I've only seen a few episodes of Home Improvement, so like, yeah. But I love the one where like they had a snake in their wall. Yeah. So the army tries to go after Gomorrah to no avail, like they never do. But like this little kid, like he's so earnest. He sneaks out of the house while the parents are distracted. He's like, he tries to go to the military. It's like, I got this thing, Ultraman, I need it. It's like, kid, what the hell are you even talking about? And the other cop's like, actually, hold on. I think this kid is actually gonna cook something. I'll drive you. It's like, really? Yeah. Kids tell the truth to a fault. Like who do you think we are? That one office lady from Mariner Bay? What's Mariner Bay?
You don't know it now, but your kids are going to love it.
Yeah. I'm on the corner of Reefside and Mariner Bay.
Yeah.
Freaking Roy. Freaking Roy from The Office.
Yeah. But big props to Hayata. Even though he can't turn to Ultraman, he's still doing everything he can to stop Gomora.
Yeah. It's like I wonder if any of his coworkers like, geez, Hayata, you're doing more work today than you usually do.
Yeah, but I gotta say that I really like the scene when Gomora is attacking the city. The pyrotechnics and the miniatures are excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I agree. I freaking love like watching like the practical effects, like even down to like the tiny toys used for like the Bad Company to the day I die. Bad Company, 1973. Yeah, no, it's like no, it's really like cool watching the toy tanks like shoot those pyrotechnics and it's insert kaiju here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, like this kid, like he's so earnest. I have so much respect for this kid. And again, Heather, you will always be in the hearts of every Power Rangers fan because you didn't give up when that office lady was ready to. and when that one Kaijin disguised as a manager was like chasing after her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the kid does find Hayata, and of course Hayata at first is like, "Kid, get out of here! It's dangerous." And he's like, "But I've got something for Ultraman." He's like, "Oh, thank God, he found my beta capsule."
Yeah. Yeah, naturally, he turns into Ultraman and fights it off. Not super remarkable, but like he still pulls it off.
Yeah, like I kind of feel sorry for Gomora because he gets his tail cut off.
Yeah.
Before he fights Ultraman, by the way, he gets his tail cut off and his nose horn. And his nose horn is blown off.
And again, like, what did Gomora even do wrong? He was just snapping.
He was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ultraman manages to rip off one of his horns.
Oh, man. Who do you think you are? Freaking Emperor Grum? Now they match.
Now they match.
No! I will have my revenge, Donkey Kruger. You'll have your revenge in this trading card. Judgment time. Yeah. Now, excuse me. I gotta turn into a frog for next season.
Yep.
You know how interesting would it be if they actually did do a crossover between SPD and Mystic Force, just to have like a scene with Doggy Kruger and Daggeron. Yeah.
I remember back then I was hoping that they'd do a team up, but they never did.
No, team ups were not really in the cards for some of Disney seasons, unfortunately. Like half of them, in fact. It's like,
yeah,
like Jungle Fury and RPM. Okay, so like they're in different Earths. Okay, I get that, but there's no reason for like there could have been some time travel shenanigans. Maybe Chip might have accidentally used a time travel spell and end up in the year 2025.
Yeah, they could have.
They could have, but they chose not to. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dark Wish was a great episode. You don't see three-parters very often, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we don't really see three-parters very often. That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we had Samurai Quest and White Danger, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's sad. Man, I remember when three-parters were the bread and butter of Power Rangers, like Friend in Need, parts 1 through 3, or The Ninja Quest, parts 1 through 4. Or, yeah, what's another good three-parter? Shift into Turbo.
Master Vile in the metallic armor.
Yeah. Man, three-parters used to be bread and butter. Oh, The Mutiny.
That too.
Yeah. Wait, no, that was a two-parter. Yeah. Still, man, them multi-parters were bread and butter, man. But anyways, but yeah, so they defeat the kaiju, and the little kid makes another drawing of Ultraman fighting Gomora. I'm like, again, Gomora's not the villain here. I mean, to be fair, neither is Ultraman, but the real villain here was Dr. Hammond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John Hammond, that jerk. You know, I hate how in the movie they made him like very whimsical, because in the book he would have like used his own grandkids' fodder to escape from a velociraptor, but he got his comeuppance.
Yep.
Yeah. Even Needley got like his death was more visceral in the book. Yeah, because but yeah, so yeah, evil monkey has the key. Evil monkey coming for me. Evil monkey. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's the Dada episode.
Yep.
Whom I've previously referred to as the evil zebra monkey.
Pretty much.
Yeah. How many seasons did it show up in that we've already covered? It was just X and Rube, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't in Blazar.
Yeah. Or even in Arc.
Yeah, no. And he definitely wasn't in Tiga.
Yeah. Now Kamagon was there.
Yeah.
I like Kamagon. I can't wait to see him in what's it called? Ultra Q. Yeah. But yeah, so Tachibana is on a bus. Hopefully he doesn't disappear inside a tunnel. You know, because of Kamen Rider X.
Yeah.
That's literally the episode of Kamen Rider X that Tachibana shows up in.
I see.
But no, the bus just topples over. And I'm like, geez, did Jan Dubon direct this episode? Because I'm kind of expecting like a certain Lebanese Canadian superhero to just like luge underneath the bus at least to disarm a bomb. But no, there's just two survivors. I'm like, really? There's only two survivors? Oh, and also there's also an officer there for some reason. But it's very odd that everyone disappeared.
Yeah, Ide was on that bus, and he was the only one to get a broken leg.
Yeah. Ide just straight up fell asleep on the bus.
Yeah, that he did.
Yeah. So they go into what appears to be a hospital with another surviving passenger. But then the passenger reveals, oh, there's an evil monkey coming for me. The evil monkey has the key. So like it could go through walls, but I was able to avoid it because like I went through a door that had like a lead plating or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the evil monkey can teleport.
And change his face for some reason.
Yeah, that's the other thing I could never understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it does that.
Do we ever see the other faces ever again? Because I know we have that default face with the pink eyes and the giant lips.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson looking one.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson. Now that you bring it up, it looks even more Michael Jackson than I realized. I hate you now.
But you love me for torturing the mastodon.
It's torture time for the scientist.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So they put him inside a capsule, just like Heather's dad from Lightspeed Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly the Dada are working for Trakita, who wants revenge. Hence the title, Trakita's Revenge. Roll credits.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, man, like freaking watching that McDonald's VHS of that 2-part episode during that brief first arc hiatus. It's like, who the hell are you? Pointing at Olympius. Seriously, who are you? I haven't seen you before. And then when they use the Omega Megazord, it's like, what Megazord is this? I've never seen it before. It's like, is it the Lightspeed Megazord in having a different formation, but then you try and fail to like actually make it happen with your actual Lightspeed Megazord because it's straight up a different Megazord to begin with.
Yep.
Hey, is the actual toy compatible with the Lights of Orion armor expansion?
What, the original Omega Megazord?
Yeah.
AKA Victory Mars? Yes. No, it is not. But the model kit...
I know the CSM is. Sorry, Super Mini Pla.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that with the Super Mini Pla, but you can't do it with the original deluxe toys.
Darn shame. Wasted. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you knew you're going to have that crossover. You planned these things ahead of time. But yeah, so that woman that survived the bus crash goes to the laboratory and she sees a bunch of powder saying SOS Dada.
Sauce Dada.
Sauce Dada. The Dada sauce.
Oh gosh.
No, not the Dada sauce. Yeah. Man, this makes me think about the puto sauce from Pedro Flores Diaries. It's like the puto sauce was actually made by a guy who isn't Mexican, but is always mistaken for one. And basically, it tastes amazing, but only when you put it on tacos. If you put it on anything that isn't Mexican food, it immediately melts like acid. Yeah. But also, why would you call it puto sauce? Like, I get it. Like, it'll turn your butt into a fire-breathing dragon, but still, it's like, for marketing, it's like a terrible name. It's like, you couldn't call it, like, Diablo sauce? No, wait, that's already taken. Inferno sauce? No, wait, that means sick. I'll think of a better name. Just you wait, Pedro Flores.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tachibana saves the scientist by like smashing a chair against it.
Which actually was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's like
it just comes out of nowhere.
It's like watching an episode of The Boondocks. It's like the chair doesn't even have to hit anyone. It just has to be thrown.
Yeah, and it'll start a riot.
Yeah. Yeah. So then all the Dada start rioting inside the laboratory.
Mm-hmm. And they started to chase after Tachibana and the woman.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, like the thing turns giant, and then Ultraman shows up and they fly past each other. It's like it's like that meme from the Umbrella Academy. It's like,
yeah. And basically, Ultraman is kicking Dada's ass. It even gets to the point to where Dada retreats and is like, Ultraman's too powerful. I can't do anything against him.
Yeah. It's like Dada, you have reality bending powers. Don't give up. and then freaking Dada like becomes small again, and he's just like effing with like Tachibana and the woman, and then like oh yeah, and turns out part of his face is like metallic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of course it is. And then Dada does a thing where it becomes kaiju size, but Ultraman becomes human size. I'm like, yay! A retroactive Tiga reference. Yeah.
But that doesn't last for long. As Ultraman's like, you realize I can grow, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a part where Tachibana and the woman like fall off the side of the building, and then you could see the layering of like Ultraman's hand against the backdrop.
Yeah.
It's hilarious how like you could clearly see what's happening, but you still accept it anyways.
It was the mid-'60s.
You gotta love the special effects. High key, that sort of thing just makes me want to like rewatch Star Trek and see what I missed. Like I want to see those little cables floating around. I want to see that boom mic. I want to see William Shatner's coffee cup when he fights that Gorn.
Yeah.
And still praise it as like one of the greatest TV shows of all time, while still scolding Game of Thrones for doing the exact same thing. Yeah, just a few more feet to the right, William Shatner, and you'll find Zordon.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like Ultraman flies against it. He uses a spacing beam. It dies, and we are free to go.
Yep.
Yeah, Ultraman already took care of it. You SSP goons did absolutely nothing. Especially you, Hayata.
Or did he?
Oh yeah, and also Ide acts a fool again because of his like.
That's all, bitches.
And that's the end of this 4-episode batch.
Yeah.
I'll say this is one of the more exciting sets of 4 episodes.
Yeah.
We get a 3-way kaiju fight. Very tragic. Kaiju shouldn't be fighting. Not like this. And then we get a 2-parter featuring Gomora, for whom I also feel bad for, because poor thing was just trying to sleep, dude. The real villain was John Hammond. And then, of course, we got evil monkey.
Evil monkey.
Yeah, freaking space zebra monkey that can manipulate reality. Imagine they teamed up with the Baltons.
Yeah.
Man, imagine if there was a hybrid. A Dalton. A Balda. A Baldadaton. A Dabaltonda.
A Bada.
Hey, that works. Bara 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 bara. Bara 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 bara. But yeah, I would give these 9s across the board. They're entertaining, but also very tragic.
Yeah, I'd give 25 and 9 because 3-way kaiju battle, don't see that very often.
Yeah.
And it amuses me how Ultraman splits Red King into 3 parts.
Yep.
9 out of 10 for 26. 10 out of 10 for 27 because I love the pyrotechnics and practical effects that happen when Gomora is destroying the city and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then a 9 for episode 28. Solid batch of episodes.
Yeah. Very well done. And let's see what the audience has to say. Obnoxious John says, "This is awesome." Thank you, Obnoxious John. New commenter right here. Kaiju shouldn't be fighting. Not like this. Brother, my brother, tell me why we really fight. And then finally, poor Gomora, you will have justice in Ultraman X.
Yes, he will.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the end of this review. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for the latest videos, and share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithm. We only have 130 more YouTube subscribers left until we reach our next subscriber goal. So please share them with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We do Ultraman Classic on Mondays, but we had to move it to Tuesday this week, so here we are on Tuesday. We got Kamen Rider Gav on Wednesdays, number 1 Sentai Go Juju on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Classic on Sundays. And this upcoming Sunday, we are doing the first Kamen Rider movie called Kamen Rider vs. Shocker. That's simple. Kamen Rider vs. Shocker. That's the name of the movie. Yep. And we're going to see a lot of kaijin come back. And also, we recently uploaded another interview from Power Morphicon. Our executive producer, Ryan, will interview the legendary mentor himself, Joff Doland. Now, you're probably wondering why it took us so long to upload it. Well, there's a simple explanation for that. But until then, please be sure to watch that interview. We're going to upload a few more real soon. And if you want to follow our personal content, where can the people find you?
You can find me at youtube.com, Axel Ranger.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And yes, on my Twitch channel, we are also doing these live streams as well. So you have 3 different channels to watch it on. And of course, if you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at Pasadena Comic-Con on May 24th at the Pasadena Convention Center. There's going to be a lot of people showing up. It's going to be awesome. And you can also catch us June 8th at the Burbank Marriott for Robo Toy Fest, where they just recently announced that, believe it or not, Sarah Joy Brown will be attending for the first time at any convention involving robots or tokusatsu. So if you have a VR Troopers DVD, this would be your best opportunity to actually get it autographed. I'm going to look for a copy myself so that she could autograph it. And with that in mind, be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones. We'll see you again real soon. Have a good one. Bye.